AYUC2019.
Hey guys, so welcome to the Australian Youth Ultimate Championships here. Today we have Victoria versus ACT. ACT starting off with the pool.
That was a good call. The handlers going back and forward, working their way up. There's a zone defense put on them.
Good pressure put on by this ACT zone.
Victorian players are good to not pull the trigger on it, and they've got security of the disc.
O'Connor with the disc, looking to move it upfield.
It's a good grab. Victoria maintaining possession, working their way up the field slowly.
Victoria doing a really good job here, just swinging the disc backwards and forwards, seeing what options they can make upfield. Three handlers really working it up the field, swinging it backwards and forwards. ACT doing a really good job of containing it. Not really making any meters here for Victoria. Oh, and a great D there by number 7. Ariana Morgan with the D. ACT a chance to take advantage of this, potentially get a first break.
Victoria putting a match defense on. It's making it difficult for ACT to work their way up the field.
Cuts up. Victoria get a second chance now, putting away this goal.
Just coming in near the halfway line.
Good swing to get it off the sideline. Oh, good read to get under that one.
Working through the zone defense, working through the middle, looking for an attacking opportunity. But the ACT defense is set back up. So Victoria have to go back to swing left and right to work their way through the zone.
It's a great through pass through that zone.
Oh,
and picking up the scraps.
It's first points.
Victoria hold. So that was number 53, Rachel Roberts with the goal, providing that backup support for her teammates.
I think you need the backup support given the wind here.
Yeah, not too windy, but enough that a zone's becoming effective, and a few of those throws, if they're not 100% accurate, are going to get a bit taken by that wind.
I think if the wind picks up any more, the zone's going to become very difficult to break.
Yeah, absolutely. They're definitely going to have to work through their handlers. Those poppers need to be working hard to get through it.
Just come back to him.
Oh, just stays in there. Good positioning on that sideline. Osmond looking to swing it back. Good swing to the middle. Nice give goal there.
Good attacking throw down the field. Oh.
Unfortunate. Great passage of play though for ACT. Great movement.
Victoria bringing the disc in. Walking it to the front of the in goal. ACT have gone with a match defense again. Switch to the match defense, sorry. And it came up trumps for them this time with a changeover.
Yeah, good defensive pressure definitely made the difference there. Grace Downey picking up the disc. Looking for Osmond for the reset.
It's good support from the handler.
Just pushes it too far. Victoria a chance to capitalise here.
It's good defense by Victoria.
Great grab there. Victoria looking to stretch it downfield now. Got a bit of run of play here. Looking for that deep look.
That was a difficult grab.
Yeah, definitely was hard to read coming over the top. She did a good job to get a hand to that one.
ACT walking to the disc to bring it in at the front of the in goal. Match defense from Victoria again. Good forward movement. Oh, interception.
And quick goal. Victoria capitalising on a short field turnover.
They did well as well. They had the support from their other players. So even when they got the intercept, they had someone waiting in the in goal for them.
Yeah, not crowding the disc too much, which often happens. So great work by Victoria there. Both teams generating lots of defensive pressure at the moment.
picks up, ready for the pull.
Perfect timing as always. French with the pull.
It was a good pull into the wind. Lands near the halfway line, but keeps rolling beyond.
Looking for a cut downfield.
It's a good cut by Victoria. Good quick hands down the field.
Unlucky not to get that D there.
Good patience by the handler, not taking the first opportunity.
And going for the double grab there. Excellent hands there. Cox there with that one. Nice patience working down the field, looking for those open options.
Unlucky that they couldn't take the double dig.
Excellent look into the end zone though. I think Victoria will be happy with that passage
definitely.
of play.
ACT bringing the disc back to play.
Victoria sticking with that man.
ACT working it around from their cutters to handlers. Unlucky on that grab. There's strong defensive pressure from Victoria.
Armstrong with the disc now. Looking downfield. Looking for a dump now. Bit of contact there by the looks of it. Bit of discussion over whether or not we have a foul. We're lucky enough to have some game advisors here, so they're stepping in. Looks like there's a retracted call, I think.
This is one of the things I like about Ultimate, is that there's no referee and the players get to decide on whether it was a foul or not through discussion.
Absolutely. Keeps ownership on them to be able to make the right call and to work on those communication skills as well, especially at this young age.
Yes.
Just staying with Roberts, checks back in now. Looking to get off that sideline.
Strong match pressure from the marker.
Squeezing it down that sideline.
And it's a goal. Well played by Victoria to work it down the sideline with not much space.
Yeah, nice way to keep that in there. Number 12 with the goal there. Lily Billman, great awareness of where her body was. It was a tight grab. I'm sure Victoria will be looking to probably move it towards the middle of the field next play. Make their lives a little bit easier, give themselves a bit more room to work.
Yeah. It was good work from the ACT defence to keep them on the sideline. They really worked with the wind.
Yeah, absolutely. No one wants to get stuck on this sideline. One gust of wind and those throws going to go straight out the sideline, I think. Definitely want to be working on the far side of the field on that high side. Victoria pulling now. O'Connell with the pull once again, going upwind.
And a timely gust of wind.
Seems to always be the case at the moment. Going for the option of the roller.
That's the power of the wind. Rolls the disc back towards the pool.
ACT in a really good position here.
The offense still moving up and into position.
Victoria going for a zone. Going for a 4-man cup look. Forcing it towards that sideline that we said was hard before.
Yeah,
that's a great grab there.
And they come up with the points because of it. Well played by ACT. There's a discussion though.
Travel call.
For those new to the sport, travel is when the person with the disc moves. They have to keep one of their feet anchored on the ground as a pivot. But Victoria was arguing that ACT didn't do that. Instead, they moved while carrying the disc.
Hula with that great grab there. She'll pick up the disc right at the front of the end zone, in that red zone. Nice work dumping back there.
Yes, good thoughts.
Victoria sticking with that zone.
They're pushing ACT back into the same edge that ACT pushed them into.
Unlucky with that throw. That was a good look by Osmond, getting it off that sideline, wanting to get it back to the middle. What you'd like to see.
Yes, that would have opened up the in goal for a point.
Absolutely. Deep stack by Victoria.
And a turnover. Another discussion though.
There might be a little bit of a discussion over a foul. Bit of uncertainty there. Retracted call. So ACT will get another shot here. ACT will be wanting to put this one away, be able to get a second hold. Oh, unfortunate with the juggle there. Had a few goes at it.
Yeah, the wind works as the 8th defender.
Yeah. Victoria doing a good job. Oh, that's a great run through D there. Number 20, Hoang. Great pressure there.
ACT with a good attacking opportunity right on the in goal.
Osmond with the disc. Ooh, defensive pressure there, made that a turnover.
It was a good option though.
O'Connor will be picking up the disc in this tough corner. I'm sure she'll be wanting to get it off here as soon as possible.
Victoria working it up the field. But ACT get the disc back. It's very difficult attacking into the wind like they are.
Absolutely, those deep shots are just going to dive, so I'm sure they'll be looking more for those unders. Some hard undercuts there by ACT. Shots up.
A difficult grab.
Got a hand to it, had a good read. Good match up here, Osmond and O'Connor, old Terra teammates from 2018. Played with and against each other, so they definitely know what each other likes.
Good cut by Victoria.
Oh, comes down with it. Excellent grab and excellent read there.
A quick play there, I think, forced the turnover. Trying to get a bit too much into the wind.
Absolutely. Quick throw opportunity. Just sails out of bound there. Victoria get a second chance here.
The wind's getting stronger though, so this offense is going to become more and more difficult as the game goes on.
It's a nice throw there from O'Connor. Get the read on it. Good D though.
Yeah, good smackdown.
Number 20. Again, Chelsea Hoang. That's a second D, I think, at this point. Getting it done for ACT.
She was in good position to get that defense as well. Bodied out the Victorian attacking player.
Yeah, definitely read that a bit better.
Victoria setting up the offense before they slowly bring the disc back in from the sideline.
Good defensive pressure here by ACT. Nice way to pick up the scraps there again. Super important in this gusty wind. Good D there by Osmond.
ACT looking for a long play.
Great grab there by Downey. Good option there. Not too bad of an idea to look to hit those long throws heading downwind, really making Victoria have to work hard with those passes upwind, likely to get a turn with some good defensive pressure.
Yes, playing position in the wind it's a good strategy.
Good pressure again. Chelsea Hoang getting it done. It's had a blinder of a point so far. I think it's about 3 or 4 Ds now.
The long option to the in goal.
And she comes down with the goal as well. Double happiness right there. Excellent work by ACT, working hard on D to get that goal. Looks like ACT is calling first time out of the game.
The ACT team is really pumped up after that point.
As they should be. Had to work hard, getting a few Ds there.
There's a good step in the run. Pulled the defender in.
Absolutely great throw there by Osmond as well. Perfectly weighted there. Not always the easiest of throws downwind as well. We always talk about upwind, but downwind can be just as difficult. ACT will be looking to try and get the break here, get it back on even terms.
I'm interested to see what defense they're going to try to pull against Victoria while Victoria's attacking downwind.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably likely to stick with that man, but zone has been proven to be effective. Osmond with the pull.
Hands on halfway. And rolls out. It's a good pull. They get to set up the defense.
Yep.
Long play by Victoria.
O'Connor wide open there, looking downfield. Got a few receivers streaming in. Easy goal there for Victoria. Great, great offense there.
Yeah, they use the wind to their advantage, pushing the long throws.
Just what they would want going downwind. Quick points and then making the opposition have to work hard upwind. Flick pull, don't often see those.
Out on the full. I don't think they'll take the brick option here. Oh, they are.
Looking to get it in the middle of the field, I guess. This is that hard sideline to work it off. Probably worth losing a few metres to get into the centre of the field. Victoria's coming out with that zone that they had before.
I'm interested to see if ACT will take advantage of the zone and push it long over the top, ride the wind into the end zone.
Yeah. Looking to work it through there.
Not much space to work with.
Handler's working hard, popping through that cut.
Doing well to break the zone and push it around wide.
Nice swing there. High one. And a great D there. Number 53 from Victoria, Rachel Roberts.
She got herself into a good position to take that.
Victoria, a chance to get another break on the board.
It's a good cut there. Steps pulled the defender deep.
ACT with another chance now for great D. Looking to take advantage before the zone's set. Great D there by O'Connor. Clearing it up in that end zone.
ACT have a good chance here to grind the defense and tighten the screws on Victoria. Stop them coming out of this corner.
Yeah, if they can get a short field turn here, have a good chance to get another score on the board. It's a great cut there. Miles of space open.
Yeah, she saw that her defender was behind her deep, and so she cut short.
Swing there. Excellent breakthrough.
Finding the space in the middle of the field.
Gets a hand to it, but sails nicely for Victoria to pick up still.
It's good defense, good pressure.
Excellent D there by Eden. Victoria, we're doing a nice job there, swinging it back and forth. Need a few more options downfield.
I think ACT will fancy themselves here.
Not on O'Connor's watch.
Swooped in to take the defense.
Unlucky. Right idea, wanting to move it back into the middle. Just what ACT would like though, that short field turn.
Victoria switching to the match defense.
An ISO cut there by the looks of it. Just pops up over the top. Good to see ACT though in that end zone, not having too many cutters, not clogging that space too much.
Yeah, it's very good play by them. It's just a shame they didn't come off the points then.
Nice.
The ACT defense is working well, pushing Victoria back deeper into their end zone. And they get a turnover. It's good pressure forcing them into the wind.
Building that pressure, pushing them further and further into their own end zone. ACT with another chance. Need to swing it to the middle. Oh, hangs on to it. Gets a body in front of that one there.
Right place at the right time, did well. Saved a point.
Backering Cox there. ACT will be wanting to hold them to this corner. Ooh, unlucky there. Was towing the line well. Good awareness.
Wonderful
Oh,
throw.
that's a great pick up there.
Discussion about whether the player caught the disc or whether she caught it off the ground.
I think there was no question that she grabbed it, just with the angle of the disc, did the other side happen to hit the grass first. And it's a goal.
Wonderful play, a good throw and a good grab. Both difficult given the circumstances of the weather.
Yeah, great grab there by Morgan. Comes down with it. Some great spirit by both teams there as well. Good discussion. Osmond again with the pull for ACT.
It's a good pull into the wind as well. Right on halfway. Victoria pushing long into the end zone.
Armstrong's pushing there. Great cut up the line there by Armstrong. ACT looking to work it upwind now. Some nice cuts there. Great D there.
Yeah, the wind had that disc sit up nicely for her.
Yeah. Curry reading it well, just watching it float over the top before getting that smack down. Just floating it out the back there. Victoria doing a nice job there with those up the line cuts, something that I'm sure ACT will be looking at stopping.
This point's looking similar to the last, just with the team switched around.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good cut. Unlucky on the grab though.
Really great opportunity here for Victoria. Thea reads it like a book. That's a great throw up wins there.
Whoop.
Oh, it still hangs on to it though, even with the collision. On a quick turn there.
It was good work by ACT. Good vision to send the disc long. Difficult grab though.
A few quick turns here. Victoria with another chance. Looking for those undercutters. A few good options. It's a lovely throw there. Unlucky on that. That's some great cutting there by Victoria.
Yeah, the wind played a part in that one, making disc bobble up and down a bit.
Yeah, on that downwind, definitely comes in with that extra zip.
A good low grab.
Monique Eaton doing a great job there. Cutting, always open for her ACT teammates. Loopy one up.
Is there a call? Looks like it.
No call.
Nice one-handed grab by ACT.
Osmond with a quick release up. That's a great grab there. Abby Cox there, getting the job done. Nice swing back to the middle of the field. Looking to get that break throw off. Didn't quite get there. ACT with another chance. I'm sure they'll be itching to get these break-up wins.
Discussion.
Call there by the looks of it. ACT calling a foul there. The game advisors stepping in there, just trying to facilitate the discussion a little bit, get the game moving. Foul uncontested.
Disc stays with ACT.
Oh, great grab there by Osmond. The second attempt. Very spread downfield. Up the line again, but great D there.
Victoria with a deep runner.
Just floats over the top. Great read there by ACT.
ACT looking to capitalise on the turnover. Swinging it around between the handles.
Nice movement there. Looking for that next up the line. Gets the second attempt again, Osmond. Back. Oh, and that's a great grab there at the back of the end zone. ACT with a break. Maya Osmond, I think, with the grab there. Some sister connection. And ACT peg it back to get back on level terms.
ACT are taking longer options, even against the wind, and it seems to be paying off for them.
Yeah, they seem to be reading the disc really well. Got some great hands there, some sticky fingers on the team by the looks of it. That defensive pressure from ACT really working as well. Forcing Victoria to have to probably throw their 4th or 5th option, not something they'd be wanting to do.
ACT with a good chance to take the lead in this next point with the wind behind them.
Yeah, Victoria will have to work hard here to hold on to this offensive point. Morgan with the pull for ACT. Great pull there. Taking use of that downwind.
Putting on his own defense. I think that's the correct option given the wind behind him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Victorian handers are doing well to spread the disc and push the zone around.
Yeah, those ACT girls in the cup are certainly having to work hard here. Victoria just keeping the disc moving. Oh, but that height there in the cups definitely worked to their advantage there.
Yeah, good grab.
Deep option on.
Good grab.
Great look downfield.
Not in the end zone yet.
Wanting to be patient here.
There's
ACT take the lead.
A good point by them. Set up a good defense. Victoria did well to push it around a bit, but ACT came up with a turn and then looked straight for the end zone.
Yep, Morgan with a good cut downfield. And then good patience there, looking for the right option before hitting Mueller in the end zone. So Grace Downey with that first long option downfield. Certainly becoming more consistent now. I'm sure we'll see a lot more zone. French with the pull for ACT going upwind. Victoria with a good opportunity here, good field position. Quick D there by ACT, great read there, good read of the play.
Yeah, the ACT defense stopped the Victorians going deep, and they came in and punished the umber as well. Another turnover though. Victoria with a quick play, pushing deeper.
Curry doing a great job on D. Had a few Ds so far this game. But with the turnover again, Osmond's picking that one up, reading that one out. Some great fake there. That upwind throw though, really tough here.
The wind's the strongest it's been all game. And I think the players are feeling it.
Good test of everyone's throwing ability. Looking for that break, just pushing it a little bit too far. Good option though, trying to work it back into that middle field of play.
If they've got to break that close to the end zone, it's almost certain points.
bobbled out there. Victoria now with another chance downfield. Wonder if they'll look for the deep option.
Nice break.
Got a few cutters deep now. Everyone wants a piece of that end zone action by the looks of it. Nice swing pass there.
The Victorian players are very active on their offense, pulling the defenders around. There's a foul call. Strip, uncontested.
Great active mark there, just getting a little bit close. She's certainly putting the pressure on the thrower though. That's it. And great look there for Victoria.
Victoria will be happy about that. I think there was a bit of momentum going against them, but they've turned it around at this point.
Yeah, I think both of these teams will be wanting to hold that downwind offense, I think. It's going to be who can battle through and get that upwind. So any quick downward points, I think either of these teams will be taking those. Great outwind pull there.
Got good float on it. There's the defence to come up and set up.
Victoria will be hoping to use that to their advantage here. Great pick up there. Great back up by these ACT girls.
Yeah, good awareness to see the disc went over the intended target and caught it. It's a discussion.
Looks like there was a foul on the throw, I think.
I think she's saying that was a hit on her arm. A bit of contact.
Might be a bit of a discussion around whether or not it was on the follow through or not. Whether she still had the disc in hand. Disc going back, uncontested foul. Lots of players around the disc for ACT. Need to open up those channels a bit more. Downing with the disc now, looking downfield. Unlucky there, just bobbling out there.
That's a very difficult grab. But it puts ACT in a good position with defense.
Yeah, if they can hold Victoria down into this corner, got a really good chance of getting a score out of it. Sticking with that man D. Nice work there by Victoria, getting it round. Oh, that disc just dropped there.
I think ACT will be looking for a quick one here.
Some cutters.
Good cut.
44 cleaning it up for Victoria. Molly Varco. Great up the line cut there.
When you played a partner though and spoiled the party.
Definitely, I think the right option though. Trying to look for that power position there for their handlers.
A bullet into the end zone, but it finds the turf.
Unlucky not to hold on to that one. It was a great cut there.
I think it was the correct option as well. Handler running up the line and caught it.
Victoria will be hoping to stop that deep option, maybe generate a turn down here, which they do.
A low release.
Nice low release throw there though. Getting out under that big mark. Looking to go again, that's a great cut. Unfortunately just tails off right at the end.
And there's a turnover in our favourite corner. The stack's setting up far away from where the disc's coming in.
Being space for the handlers to work. It's a great read there.
It's a good throw. Disc sailed nicely.
Excellent touch on that one. And Connor getting it back. Looking for the next option there. Victoria making all the right cuts here. Deep stack again from ACT.
ACT, I think, looking for the end zone.
A few there, working it down that open side well.
Oh, a tough grab.
Yeah, just a little bit behind, and that defensive pressure was able to get on top of that one. Connor doing a really good job there. Got a few good throws this point, being able to centre that disc from that corner.
Yeah, being able to see the space over the top of the defenders, floated over.
Victoria making some good cuts there. Looking for those long options. Not quite coming off, but I'm sure we'll see some connections soon. Great pick up there.
ACT cutting very well towards the disc.
Yeah, doing a great job of cycling their cuts here. We've consistently got some unders and some deep options, which is great to see.
Diving attempt.
Unlucky there, had a great read and came in under, just dipped that little bit too much for her to get a hand on. Monique Eaton with that one.
I don't think ACT will be too sad about it though. They're in good position now.
Good undercuts by Victoria. Senior back to O'Connor. O'Connor with the deep look again. Great read there by Graham.
Victoria looking towards the end zone, looking to make that upwind break.
And Victoria come out with the pack grab. Roberts coming down with it there.
Timeout called by ACT.
I think great work there by Victoria, not being afraid to, even with the wind, to explore those deeper options, really catching ACT off guard.
Yeah, I think Victoria will be very happy about that as well. They took the gamble against the wind and they came with the points.
coming out of this timeout. I'm sure Victoria will be looking to get that downwind hold.
Yeah, well, they've now got that 1 point up, and I think they'll be looking to keep trading from here on. But they want that next point, definitely.
Seems like the wind's only going to get stronger as the day progresses, so the earlier you can get that break, the better position you're putting your team into.
With the wind behind Victoria, they'll be looking to do a really long pull and set up back down on the ACT point line.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll probably see some more zone come out there. So you can get a good pull, get them stuck into a corner. Really force ACT to have to work through their handlers.
Both teams opting with the 4-man cup zone.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if we see any other zones come out. Maybe a 3-2-2 maybe, or a bit more of a containment zone.
Yeah, I think both teams are starting to learn the 4-man cup, and they're working it around. I think pulling in a different zone, or they could throw it off. Could be a nice trick up the sleeve.
Yeah, absolutely. Seen some other teams pull it out so far this tournament. So we know both these teams have it in their back pocket, ready to pull out at any time. Short pull, but gets the roll to go their way. Opting for a man though, Victoria. Great throw there.
Thread the needle to the handler.
Victoria's doing a good job here, putting pressure on those unders. ACT working through well though. Osman looking deep.
Yeah, ACT working really well in the short, working through the handlers and the cuts under.
Victoria didn't get a hand on that D, but put enough pressure on to put it off. Good defensive pressure there by ACT. Chance to got a short field here. Really good chance to get a break.
ACT with the quick play.
Oh, great read there. Number 12 from Victoria, Billman. Some nice cuts under there. Just popping it up.
I think fatigue's starting to set in with the players. It's slowing down a lot more.
Yeah, definitely got some long points here. Obviously the wind playing a part in it. I'm sure they'll be feeling it.
A nice low grab.
In, and that's a goal. Another break there. ACT doing a really great job there of working it upwinds, taking advantage of that short turn.
Timeout paid off, allowed them to catch their breath, and they came up with the points.
Absolutely. Putting them in a good position now to take half.
The teams are working really well in the wind. There's a lot of quick, short throws. There's the long ones as well, but there's a lot of throws and it's not turning over as often as I would have expected.
Yeah, there's no panic, I think, is the key thing. Like, obviously, there's going to be some execution errors, but I think in general, all the decision making has been really good, which is really good to see. And that's the main thing. You want your players to be making good decisions, and that execution piece will come.
It's a long pull. ACT would be very happy about that one. They're coming down to set up a zone defense.
Poppy zone again. Oh, it's a great high release over the top of the cup there. Putting them in a good position. Cup's reset now. Great work there by ACT to catch up and put that pressure back on.
The handler walking up slowly to bring it in, letting their players get upfield and set up. Good cuts back.
Victoria with another chance now. ACT reverting back to match defense. Great read there to take that break option. Bit of congestion though.
It's a discussion though. They're going to call it back.
Yeah, there's a few players running through very close to the disc, I think. Might have been a bit of contact there on that throw. Might have pushed it out rather than thrown it out. Just going back. Looks like we've got an uncontested foul.
This is one of the things I like about Ultimate. The players can discuss if there was any fouls or infringements, and it's not a referee deciding, no, this is the way it is. So there's no resentment. The players are all happy with the outcome.
Absolutely. Good dump look there, gaining some meters.
A win catching that one.
Oh, it's a great grab there. It's from Armstrong.
It's difficult to read the long discs in the wind. You don't know if the wind's going to blow it a bit further. Turnover on the in goal.
Nice work though by Victoria, being able to work that upwind. ACT might look for a quick deep option, maybe get some field position, get it off their end zone line. Great pressure D here.
Good grab
though.
Lots of players calling for the disc.
Loving everyone's enthusiasm. That's a great throw downfield. Really good option though by ACT. Good cut.
It's close to getting pulled off as well. There was only a metre in it.
I think that's the style that they'd probably prefer to play. Get those couple of quick passes and then be able to get into that power position and look towards their deep receivers. So nice, good marker D there.
Victoria have consistently been able to find that extra couple of metres off of the deeper stack. And I think it's working well for them.
Yeah, I think with the deep stack can be quite intimidating for some players, but they're really utilising that space well. Big throw goes up there, big blade.
Turnover near the halfway line.
Osman picking it up. I'm sure she'll be looking for that deep throw to come off. One-handed grab. Oh, that's a great D there. Billman with that D. Got Victoria players streaming deep, calling for the disc.
just out of the fingertips.
Good transition there from Victoria. Great pick up there. Both teams really doing a great job of backing up for their teammates.
Yeah, there's no butter on their hands today.
Nice from back to the middle.
Victoria with a very animated defence on the handler.
Yeah, there's been a few really good marks, really putting that pressure on. Billman picking up the disc. Working it up that high side.
Victoria with the quick play into the end zone.
Oh, great bid though. Roberts getting on the ground there, trying to get under it. Husband going up the line there. Gets a hand on it.
ACT players running deep. Difficult grab with the disc rolling out of her hand.
ACT is looking really good when they're utilising that up the line cut. A lot of powerful movements from their handlers. Nice centre disc there.
Looking around for who to pass to. The defence is doing well to cut off options.
Billman with the long throw. Right on the edge of the end zone there. And another upwinder. Everyone's scoring upwind now.
Which way's the wind going again?
Seems to have dropped off a bit, which is great.
There's good patience by Victoria then. They had the long one right on the end of the end zone and they didn't pull the trigger really fast and go straight in. They waited and found the good option.
Yeah, definitely had a few players that were streaming in that could have enticed him into that quick throw, but yeah, really good patience there by Victoria. Good discipline on the edge of the end zone. Varco with the patience there. Victoria's been really powerful on that far side of the field, working their way up. Interesting to see what ACT can do to stop that. Victoria with a chance to take half now.
Victorian defence setting up pretty quickly.
Setting up that zone again. ACT doing a good job getting through it at the moment. Doing a great job swinging. Big throw up by Osmond. Great D there.
Yeah, Victoria coming down with the disc and looking to spread it quick down the middle of the field.
That's a huge grab by O'Connor there, saving the disc. She wants it long. Every point crucial now. We heard the time cap go before.
Victoria doing well to push ACT towards that sideline and lock them in there.
It's a great throw there by Osmond.
Open position in the middle of the field. ACT.
Oh, just bounced out. They've done such a good job to get through. Looking promising now for ACT as well. If they can get the disc back here, should be able to work it through that zone.
long run by Victoria.
Got a deep throw option. O'Connor really controlling the offense here for Victoria. Been a real staple for these guys all game. Getting every second disc. Wind has come back with an absolute vengeance this point. And good pressure D there. Knew they were looking for O'Connor. High throw, Downey comes down with it.
ACT just resetting the count.
Unlucky there. That was a really great option into that middle of the field.
Yeah, it's a tough grab.
Victoria looking for the quick option. They've got a free player there. And great work there by Victoria.
Yeah, good passage of play. The players and the coaches will be happy with that one.
Yeah, great cut there by Curry. And the throw from Graham. Victoria will be really happy to be able to put that one away. Let's take half.
I'm quite impressed by how this game's going. Both teams are working it really well in the wind.
Yeah, ACT will have to work really hard coming out of half. So time cap's gone, so have to get a few in a row. Not out of the question for sure, but definitely got a bit of an uphill battle here. Have a couple of really crucial points.
will be focusing on coming out of the half?
I think Victoria will be wanting to put this last one away. So since time cap's gone, I think ACT will need 3 in a row here to take the game away. So definitely the odds in Victoria's favour here. So ACT will be wanting to just get those extra connections that they've probably haven't quite got, and Victoria want to ramp up that defensive pressure. Obviously Victoria going downwind first as well. If they can get a short turn and put the game away, I think that's something they'll be looking for. Certainly not out of the question for ACT. They've shown a number of times throughout this game that they can score upwind and have some really powerful offense, so we'll see.
Yeah, the pressure's definitely with ACT, and they'll have to score 2 upwind points to take the game. But I think it's definitely within their power to do it.
As we've seen, the lead's changed from each team a couple of times this game, so really even match, which has been really great to see.
This coming in.
Pool coming in at about halfway.
I think both teams will be thinking they can capitalise off this. Victoria being able to put the pressure on, push them towards the sideline. And then ACT thinking it's in a good position near the end zone.
ACT on this sideline. Looking to go to the middle. That's a great look there. Really good option there by ACT, but Victoria with a chance to put the game away. They've got some deep options. Looking to take it there. Everyone wants to score that winning goal.
Yeah, playing it safe though.
O'Connor with a great throw there to the other side of the field. Billman with the disc.
The ACT defence scrambling.
O'Connor now. ACT doing a really good job here, clogging up the space. Victoria haven't really gained any metres yet. Back to the middle, and good defensive pressure there from ACT.
Yeah, got them the disc back.
They're taking the right options. ACT. That's it. That's a great grab above your head there.
Yeah, it's a great cut.
Looking back to that middle of the field again. Lots of cutters there. That's a great D there by Billman.
The defensive pressure pushed the handler to trying to dump it back.
Yeah, locked on at a dump there, and she read that one. O'Connor picking it up. Bit of deep man, or great fake there.
Yeah, the fake bought me. I thought they were going long.
Thought for sure that was coming. Looking to that other side instead. Just floats out of reach. Osmond picking it up now for ACT. I'm sure she'll be looking at gaining some metres downfield. Nice low release.
The wind's died out a bit, so the long options are more viable.
Victoria getting another chance here.
There's a discussion.
Looks like we're going to have a retracted call here. So the turnover or stand. Victoria will pick up the disc. Connor gets the disc back in field. Back to Billman.
Victoria finding quick hands down the field, finding the space.
Deep stack again by Victoria. Nice swing back to that middle. Connor's got options streaming deep. And it's come up. Just sails outside. Didn't quite have the tailing edge that I think she would have liked. Looking for that far side.
ACT taking their time to set up, planning who's going to cut.
Fairly deep stack again from ACT. A nice cut under there.
This sails a little bit too high.
Nice read by Varco. Back to O'Connor. Got a couple of options in that end zone now. Billman. Oh, and just hangs onto it. That's a great grab. And Victoria put it away. O'Connor with the score in the end. Victoria come away with the win, 9-6.
Wonderful game. I think both teams will be very happy about their performance. Victoria will be happy about the win, and I think ACT will be happy about how they played the game. They had a few long throws, and it paid off for them through the middle.
Yeah, I think any of these teams could have taken out that game. There were times that each team really stood out above the other one, but Victoria coming away with it, just having a last push right at the end and got a few quick breaks there. So I think next up on this field we've got the boys. I think ACT versus Victoria, which would be a good game, so stick around to watch that.
Multi.tv.